Yeah. Yeah.
All right. What's going on, guys? Ray Yerg's back here with the Just Saying NFL Pick Show. Hope you guys are having a great day. Not going to be on here too long. It's going to make it quick. Got a couple things I want to do, but I want to get the picks out there at least. Rough week the last couple of weeks. I'm not going to lie. Looked good last week, but ended up going 2-4. The later games kind of went the opposite way, but we'll bounce back again this week and hope for the best. We're still up on the season, 18, 17-1 on the season. Like I said, last 2 weeks have been tough, so looking to try and get on the right track. There's just some unfortunate things that happen when you think one thing and something else happens. But we'll try and get it back, and we'll get right into it. It's not going to spend too much time on it. But first pick I'm going to go back to the well. Going to go with the Cowboys on the over. The total is much lower than it has been. It's usually been up in the 50s, but given that the Cowboys barely put up any points against the Cardinals last week, that doesn't really negate the fact that the Cowboys can still score. They just played a really good Cardinals team last week and a good defense, and Cardinals have actually played to the under most of the season. So I did go to the well last weekend on the over. It was Cardinals put up most of the points, but they got a really solid defense. So that's why, and like I said, they played in the under. So, but them traveling to Washington today, I think that both teams are going to put up a lot of points. And 44.5 to me is really low, especially with these two teams. I mean, the Cowboys can easily go back and put up 30 points against a shitty Redskins or Washington team, and Washington can at least definitely score on this defense the way that the Cowboys have been playing. So I'm going to go back to the well. They've only played one to the under, the Cowboys, this year, and it was last week. So I'm going to go right back over 44.5. Second pick, Falcons and the Lions. Falcons at home coming off a much needed victory. Really surprised that they even beat the Vikings, but they needed that victory. But again, it doesn't help them that much. But the Lions are a really good team. But both teams in this one, I'm going to look to the over again on this one. So I'm going to go with the Lions and the Falcons on over 55. It's a high total, but Falcons have still been scoring a lot of points. They put up a lot of points against a really good Vikings defense last week. I don't know what's up with the Vikings, though, this season. They're really all over the place. It's really hard to read that team, but they can at least put up the points. Lions have been putting up a lot of points too. Lions look really good, I think. I think they're kind of getting right with coming off of the bye and stuff. So I like it. I'm going to go with the over 55 in that game. I can see a lot of points. Packers, Texans. Packers coming off a big embarrassing loss against the Buccaneers, and I was on the wrong side on that one. I picked the over and the Packers on that game last week. It looked like it was going to go at least over the total at some point. But the Packers, all of a sudden, after like the beginning of the second quarter, they just couldn't move the football anymore. The Buccaneers were all over and pressuring Aaron Rodgers, getting up in his face. They were, Buccaneers, I got to give credit to them. They played really well against the Packers. But Packers are going to get right on this game. And then -3 on the road against the Texans, who's really struggling on the defensive side, but they can still put up points. But I like the Packers to really bounce back. Aaron Rodgers always tends to show up big time in these moments. Then when they come off an embarrassing loss like he did last week, he's going to come off and play at the top of his game. Adams is going to have a much better game. Adams' first game back was last week, and he was kind of a little shaky, a little rusty, but I think they get it right. I think they beat the Texans big time. I think they beat them by at least 2 touchdowns. So -3, I'm going to go with the Packers -3 on that one. This is, to me, my favorite game of the day. Steelers at Titans. This is a huge game. 2 undefeated teams. This is going to really put a stamp between one of these two teams as to who's the number 2 team in the AFC after the Chiefs, in my opinion. But Steelers, I have them ranked number 1 in my power rankings this week. I had tweeted it out earlier in the week. I love where the Steelers are going. I love how they're playing. I love how their defense is playing. I'm going to take them at a pick 'em over the Titans, even though they're on the road. But reason being is because the Titans the last couple of weeks, they've come through a lot of the COVID issues. They had 2 games that were kind of jam-packed after the COVID problems. They got kind of lucky last week against the Texans. So it shows to me that they're due for a letdown game, and I think this is the game because I think the Steelers are a much better team than the Titans. Titans are number 4 on my power ranking, so that's where you see me on these 2 teams. But I think the Steelers get the edge on this one. I think they're going to be Titans are going to be down for a letdown game, especially the way they've been playing the last couple of weeks. So like I said, I think it's more so the offense on the Steelers side, and I think that they're going to put up at least 30 points against the Titans. This is my favorite game of the day. This is the one that's going to be watching. I'll have that one on in the background along with Red Zone too. But Steelers at a pick 'em. I think they're the best team in the AFC. If they can get this game, and they'll be above the Chiefs. So that's where I'm going with on that one. 2 picks left. Bills. It's a high number. It's at -10 against the Jets. I know it's a big spread. Jets are I can't even fathom that Adam Gase is still the coach of the Jets. Okay, let's just put it that way. If he gets blown out on this game, which I expect the Bills to do and get right on this game, Gase has to get fired. I mean, there's just no question about it. I don't know what the Jets are doing. They should have fired him already, but if they get another blowout loss this week against the Bills, he has to go tomorrow. There's just no question. So I'm taking the Bills at -10. They've looked really bad the last 2 games. This is the game that you want after coming off these 2 bad losses. If you're the Bills, you want this Jets team. You want this trash team that can't move the ball, can't put up points, don't know their identity, don't know where they're going. Whoever's on the field, Bills -10. I think they come in and I think they absolutely stomp all over the Jets. And I'm going to say I don't even think the Jets can get to 10 points in this game. Bills, this is a must. This is a big-time get-right against a shitty team. And -10, I know it's high, but I'm going to take it. I think they crush them. I think they put a stamp on Adam Gase's future and gets him fired tomorrow. Last pick, another get-right game. Chiefs at Denver. Chiefs had a good Raiders aren't that terrible of a team, but they really showed up to play last week against the Chiefs. But I like the Chiefs at -7. I know it's a square play, but going into Denver, getting this victory back and showing that what they're capable of doing, they need to come out fast and hot and put tons of points on the board early and show them. Last week was just one of those games that, we can't win every game. We're due for losses, but this time it's going to be, I think it's going to be a different statement. Denver's actually coming off the victory against the Patriots. So I think they feel like they just won themselves something by beating Bill Belichick and the Patriots. But we got to remember, that Patriots team isn't the same team as it was in the past. And the Broncos coming in and beating them was a shocker. But at the same time, it's not a shocker because it's not Tom Brady and Bill Belichick and the teams of the past. Chiefs -7 here. Mahomes is going to come out fast. Kelsey's going to have a big game. Not so sure. I think the Chiefs defense plays much better this week than they did against the Raiders. Listen, like I said, the Raiders have a really good offense. So Gruden just picked the right plays, the right matchups, and he really put a stamp on that Chiefs team. But I don't think the same could be done against them here. So I'm going to take my -7. The 2 things I do like, those are the 6 picks. But like I said, I like to play sometimes like 3-team 9-point teasers. So like the Chiefs getting them to like +2 or +3, getting the Bills down to a pick 'em, like getting the Steelers up to +9 with these picks, or the Packers down to like +6. Those are between those 4 teams. It's a great 3-team 9-point teaser to kind of play a little bit with on that one. So those are my picks. I'll run them down again. Back to the well. Cowboys over 44.5. Falcons over 55. Packers -3. Steelers at a pick'em. Bills -10. Chiefs -7. Some of them are square. I understand, but sometimes you gotta. Sometimes square is the way to play. When I mean, you just gotta roll with this. Sometimes I'm really confident in these picks. This is a get right week for me as well. So let's get back on track. Let's try and get a 5-1. Let's try and get a 6-0. Let's try and get 6-0, but 5-1. I'm be more than happy with that also. So hope you guys all enjoy your Sunday. Don't forget to go check me out on my Twitter page. Follow my podcasts. I didn't do much content this week. I've been really busy, but we will return next week. I'm going to be tweeting out a set schedule also with the shows and stuff. So don't forget to go check me out. Hope you guys enjoy your Sunday, and we'll see you later.